To make chocolate at home, you'll need to follow a simplified version of the traditional chocolate making process. Please subscribe. Here's a step-by-step guide for creating chocolate from cocoa beans, along with a method to make chocolate using cocoa powder if you don't have access to beans. Making chocolate from cocoa beans. Ingredients: cocoa beans, 2 cups, approximately. Sugar, 1 cup, adjust to taste. Cocoa butter, half a cup, optional for smoother chocolate. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, optional. Milk powder, half a cup, for milk chocolate. Equipment: oven or dehydrator, food processor or grinder, double boiler or microwave-safe bowl. Molds for shaping the chocolate. Steps: harvesting and fermenting. If starting from raw cocoa beans, you would typically ferment them for several days to develop flavor. However, this step is not feasible at home without proper equipment and conditions. Drying and roasting. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius. Spread the cocoa beans on a baking sheet and roast them for about 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. This brings out the flavor and aroma. Cracking and winnowing. Once roasted, let the beans cool slightly. Crack the shells and remove them to obtain the cocoa nibs. You can do this by hand or use a rolling pin. Grinding. Place the cocoa nibs in a food processor or grinder and blend until they form a thick paste known as cocoa liquor. This process may take several minutes. Mixing ingredients. If making dark chocolate, add sugar and any desired flavorings, like vanilla. For milk chocolate, incorporate milk powder and cocoa butter at this stage. Blend until smooth. Tempering. To temper the chocolate, melt it gently in a double boiler or microwave until it reaches about 110 degrees Fahrenheit 43 degrees Celsius. Then cool it down to about 82 degrees Fahrenheit 28 degrees Celsius before reheating slightly to around 88 degrees Fahrenheit 31 degrees Celsius. This process helps stabilize the cocoa butter crystals, giving your chocolate a glossy finish. Molding. Pour the tempered chocolate into molds of your choice. Tap the molds gently on the counter to release any air bubbles. Cooling. Allow the chocolate to cool at room temperature until hardened, then refrigerate for quicker setting if needed. Unmolding and storing. Once set, carefully remove the chocolates from the molds. Store them in a cool, dry place. Making chocolate using cocoa powder. If you don't have access to cocoa beans, you can easily make chocolate using cocoa powder. Ingredients: cocoa powder, 1 cup. Cocoa butter, half a cup. Sugar, 1 cup, powdered for better mixing. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. Milk powder, half a cup, optional for milk chocolate. Steps: melt cocoa butter. In a double boiler, melt the cocoa butter gently until fully liquid. Mix ingredients. Remove from heat and stir in cocoa powder, sugar, vanilla extract, and milk powder if using until smooth and well combined. Tempering, optional. If desired, temper the mixture as described above for a glossy finish. Molding and cooling. Pour into molds and allow to cool until set. Unmolding and storing. Remove from molds once hardened and store as desired. Conclusion. Making chocolate at home can be a rewarding experience that allows you to customize flavors and textures according to your preferences. Whether you start with raw cacao beans or use cocoa powder, following these steps will help you create delicious homemade chocolate. Please subscribe.